Storytime by Mikel DeSilvis. They were walking on a journey in the woods, the son and his grandfather. He says, "Grandson, I have some words I would like to impart with you." And the grandson said, "Well, what are they?" "I understand you love this girl, and you think she truly loves you." And, and the grandson goes, "No, I know she truly loves me." They said, "Well," as they're walking down the path through the woods behind their grandfather's house, as they're clearing through a cove of trees, he goes on to say, "Well, if she really loves you, she'll find you. She'll look you up. She won't change her mind no matter what. Even if she goes through hormones or puberty, she's still going to come for you. And she's still going to remember what you said. And she's still going to be truthful to you. That's if she truly does really love you." But sometimes when girls go through puberty and all, sometimes they let the hormones get the best of them, or guys, and they tend to go for someone more like around their age. And a lot of it's because their parents put those ideas in their heads too, because they want to discourage that, because they don't think it's normal for a girl or a boy to be interested in someone that's so many years apart. But, age, my grandfather, or the grandfather in the story, went on to say, age is really just a number. And if the girl's 16 or the boy is 16, if it is a boy relationship, with a girl that's older, or if it's a girl relationship with a man that's much older, if they really love each other, then they can do it by parental consent. That's where they can marry them. They can have consent to marry them at 16, or 14 if you're in North Carolina. But here it's in Virginia, it's 16. But she really loves you. She'll always remain that way. And she won't listen to the antics or antics of her parents when it comes to that, to try to discourage her, to lie to her, to confuse her, to make her lose interest. But she'll really follow her heart, because her heart truly knows what she wants. And they will come together, and they will be together simply for the fact because they really do love each other. That's what grandfather went on to say as they were walking through a bunch of trees. He said, "If only time will tell the tale. In the meantime, you need to be strong. In the meantime, you need to be thinking about other things, and maybe looking, at other avenues in the meantime. And if she really loves you, she'll come for you. She really will. I really want you to know that, because it's true. That's what ladies do. They love you. They do those things. And even though you all are a lot of years apart, 30-some years, 32 years apart in age, you all could still be a good husband and wife. All the stuff you told me. She loves you. Really, truly does. She will stay that way because she wants to be with you one day like that, because she wants that. And she wants a good person to look after her needs as well as her children's needs. And that's really why someone truly does, love you. They will do that, and that's what the grandfather said. But only time, like I said, tell that tale. And if God's in it, especially, then God can do some things that no person could do. And if there's a parent that's not sold on it, like a mother or a father, they'll turn around. If they really are a believer and Christians of God, and they really are out for God, and they're not so hard, and they really see through the eyes of Christ, there's nothing weird or crazy about it. Because if you look at it, grandfather said, it is really crazy. But if you look at it through the eyes of man, everything about it is wrong. But if you look through it through the eyes of God, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Because that's how God works. It's not through our way of thinking, and not through our way of doing things, but it's through His way. And His way is different from our ways. It always is. So that's what my grandfather said too. So as long as God's in it, she's a Christian girl, you're a Christian guy, and she said she truly loves you, and you really truly do feel that way for her. If God's telling you to wait for her, then you wait for her. And if And if God told her to wait for you, then she needs to wait for you. Because believe me, love is like that. True love, especially, my grandfather or the grandfather said, is exactly like that. Sometimes you have to wait for it because it's worth the wait. Even if time has gone by, it's still worth every bit of the wait. So don't lose faith. You know, families separate over that possibility. They're worried about temptations, or they're scared that something could happen, and they're freaking out. Instead, they should allow them to still to meet and to talk and to be with the rest of the family, not keep them separated. Because I think that's their way. Well, they're out of sight, out of mind. Maybe they'll forget. No, a lot of times that just intensifies the longing to be with that person, not to forget. You know, because either way, if they really truly do love that person, just too ruefully, they're going to still want to be with them even when hormones and even when puberty sets in. All the more, they really truly feel that way. So anyway, it's just something to think about from Storytime by Mikel DeSilvis. Advice that a grandfather shared. Period. See you later. Bye.